5 popular crystals with secrets most people never hear. Some crystals are so common, so famous, and so beautiful that people think they already know them. But they don't. Because behind the shine, the color, and the polished surfaces, some of the world's most popular crystals hide secrets that most people never hear about. One can generate electricity. One gave its name to an entire scientific phenomenon. One only looks like it has moss trapped inside. One can lose its famous color. And one is tied directly to copper. These are 5 popular crystals with secrets most people never hear about. Let's begin. Number 1. Quartz. Quartz might be the most underestimated crystal in the world. A lot of people see clear quartz and think it is just basic, just common, just everywhere. But quartz hides a secret that sounds almost unreal. Under pressure, quartz can generate an electrical charge. That means one of the most ordinary-looking crystals on Earth helped power some of the most precise technology people rely on. Quartz became incredibly important in watches, clocks, and electronics because of the way it can vibrate with extreme consistency. So the crystal that many people dismiss as simple is actually one of the most useful minerals in modern life. That is the dark secret of quartz. It looks quiet. It looks plain, but it helped shape the modern world. Number 2. Rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite is one of the most mesmerizing crystals you can look at. Purple, green, blue, sometimes all in the same piece. It almost looks too perfect to be real. And in a way, fluorite has a secret built right into science itself. The word fluorescence comes from fluorite. That is how famous this mineral became for glowing under ultraviolet light. But fluorite has another side too. Some fluorite in the gem trade has even been found dyed. So with rainbow fluorite, the beauty is real, the colors can be natural, and the glow can be spectacular. But not every piece tells the whole truth at first glance. That makes fluorite one of the most beautiful and most easily romanticized stones in the crystal world. Number 3. Moss agate. Moss agate might have one of the most misleading names in the crystal world, because the truth is there is no actual moss inside it. Those green, branching, plant-like patterns are not trapped leaves. They are not tiny ferns. And they are not ancient pieces of nature frozen inside the stone. They are mineral inclusions. Mostly iron and manganese compounds, creating shapes that only look like moss or vegetation. That is what makes moss agate so fascinating. It tricks the eye. It feels organic. It feels alive. It looks like a landscape trapped in stone. But its secret is that the effect comes from inorganic material making natural patterns that just happen to look like living growth. So one of the most peaceful-looking crystals on Earth is also one of the best geological illusions. Number 4. Amethyst. Amethyst is one of the most loved crystals in the world. It is rich, it is royal, it is instantly recognizable. But amethyst hides a fragile truth. Its famous purple color is not as untouchable as people think. With prolonged exposure to intense light, some amethyst can fade. That means the crystal most people associate with deep, permanent color can actually lose part of the very thing that made people love it in the first place. And there is another twist. Amethyst is not its own completely separate mineral species. It is purple quartz. So one of the most iconic gemstones in the world is actually part of the same mineral family as far more ordinary-looking quartz. That is what makes amethyst so interesting. It feels rare. It feels elite. But underneath, it belongs to a much bigger and more familiar family than most people realize. Number 5. Malachite. Malachite may be one of the most dramatic green stones on Earth. Its bands look painted. Its swirls look almost unreal. And polished malachite can look more like artwork than mineral. But malachite has a darker, heavier secret. It is a copper-bearing mineral. That means this beautiful green stone is directly tied to the story of copper. It was used historically as a pigment, and it has long been a visual sign that copper deposits may be nearby. So when you look at malachite, you are not just looking at a decorative crystal. You are looking at part of the geology of metal itself. That changes the feeling of it, because malachite stops being just a pretty green pattern and starts feeling like evidence. Evidence that the Earth was building something deeper underneath. And that is what makes these crystals so fascinating. Quartz is not just common, it helped power precision technology. Rainbow fluorite is not just colorful, it is tied to the very idea of fluorescence, and not every piece in the trade is as untouched as people assume. Moss agate does not contain moss at all. It is an illusion made by mineral inclusions. Amethyst is not just royal purple beauty, it is quartz, and even its color can be vulnerable. Malachite is not just decorative green stone, it is part of the story of copper itself. That is the thing about crystals. The more familiar they seem, the easier it is to miss what makes them strange. And sometimes, the most popular stones hide the best secrets of all. Which one surprised you the most? Quartz generating electricity? Fluorite giving its name to fluorescence? Moss agate containing no moss at all? Amethyst losing color? Or malachite being tied to copper from the start? This is Rock and Crystal Secrets, and the deeper you go, the stranger it gets.